My name's Michael Berry. I hope you knew that already because I'm on every day from 5 to 7, 1510 WLAC. I'm the guy you're probably getting complaints about because I'm so controversial and new to the market. I want to ask you for 3 minutes of your time because I want to talk to you about doing live endorsements on my show. 3 minutes, that's all I ask for. I'll start the clock now. I want to explain why we get results in Houston for 40 live endorsement clients in a way that I think some of you, I hope, will look at anew. And that is this. Chances are you sell a lot of FM radio. And in every market in America, a lot of people listen to FM radio. And I understand that. But I want you to think about this. I want you to be your client for a moment. Those people that are out there listening to radio, the younger they are, the more likely they listen to FM radio. As they get a little older, they start moving over to AM radio. Things like tax policy starts to matter to them and their business. Things like health care plans start to matter to them and their business. Let's be honest. Your average 25-year-old, he's not worried about health care. He's worried about where the party is tonight. More often than not, he lives at home. More often than not, he doesn't have a dollar to spend. But as he gets 45 and 50, his parents, they do. Where are those folks listening to the radio? On AM radio. I'd like to make another comparison. It's not just the number of people listening. It's the quality of those people and the likelihood that they're going to buy new roofing, the likelihood that they're going to need a new car, the likelihood that they're going to repaint or buy a new door or need new windows. The categories of people that sell to those, nobody 23 is buying those products, but when they get to be 50 or 55, they do. Now, people that are 55 are spending money on all sorts of home improvement, but they don't matter when all you measure is 25 to 54. Another comparison worth noting, people that listen to FM radio, listen to music radio, they tune in to hear Toby Keith. They tune in to hear Lady Antebellum or Chris Brown. They tune in to hear musicians. And when the music is not on, that's not what they tuned in for. But on the spoken word format, whether it's the Michael Berry Show or Rush Limbaugh or Steve Gill, they tuned in to hear us talk. So whether we're talking about Obamacare or tax policy or where you should shop, they tuned in to hear us talk. They're not tuning out. Because if we're good at what we do, we should bring the same passion, the same sincerity, the same authenticity to our conversation about your clients that we do conversations about items in the news. Remember, you might listen to Aerosmith or Toby Keith or Lady Antebellum, but do you trust them? Would you ask them where to shop? Would you ask them their opinion on is this a good investment in my home or not? But when you tune in to talk radio, that group of people who do, they respect the opinion of the people that they tune into. I should forward you some of my emails. They thank us for what we're doing. I'd like an opportunity to share with them the people that support our show. I don't call them advertisers. I call them supporters because that's what my advertisers are. They've invested in this show, and our listeners respond to that. I'm up against my 3 minutes, but let me say this. If you have clients for whom you need results, I want you to give my show a chance. I'll do the ads for free. For 6 months, I don't care. I want to get results for you. Dan Endem will tell you, because he was our director of sales here, there are sellers in our building here in Houston who sell the top-rated station, which is Sunny 99.1, which I call elevator music, but that's okay. They sell that based on ratings, based on a lot of people listening. But when those sellers come in, not for Coca-Cola or Enterprise Rent-A-Car national accounts, when they've got a client that they need to get results for, that client is going to be there watching the phone to see if it rings exactly when that spot airs. They come to my show and they go, Michael, there's $50,000 hanging in the balance, but I got to show them that radio works. They're going to start on your show and then they'll buy across the cluster. You've got to make the phone ring. I pick up the phone. I get on the phone with that client. I find out what makes them special. I find out how they would sell themselves. I find out what makes them unique. And then when I talk to my audience, I know that guy. And if my audience has a problem with that client, I get on the phone with the owner and give them a chance to fix it because that's an opportunity to brag about them. I'm another seller helping you, but you don't have to share your commission with me. I will get results for your clients if you have them invest in my show. Ask Dan, he'll tell you. He watched sellers live off of my show. There are sellers in Houston who sell almost only my show because they want results. And I want to get results for you. I'm not happy just getting great ratings for Tom Peace. I want to get great results for you. I hope you'll give us a chance.